The one takeaway for kids is that libraries, whether a school library or a public library, are a place where they can go and find what they need. Whether that be pursuing something that they're interested in, whether that be finding a book, whether that means help with computers, help with knowledge, help with information, that every library can provide a space for every child.
My goal with the library is to make everybody feel welcome and feel like they belong. Even if you're not a reader, you can come here and you can build, you can draw things, you can do crafts. I have puzzles, or it can just be a hangout place where kids get to mingle with each other and have a good time.
When kids feel welcome, then more kids come in. I really do credit having activity centers, specifically in our secondary, as helping to increase those circulation rates, as well as having engaging, attractive spaces.
It goes back to some of my earlier teaching training of the first thing you do is grab their attention, however that may be, grab that attention. Or if you're wearing something, or if you have just anything different, these kids notice everything. Anything different to clue them in, like, why is that there? Why is there a plant sitting there? Why is there a fish tank in here? What's gonna happen? Every student should feel bonded to a book or a series and whatever gets them excited. I think every time I read a book, it changes my life a little bit.
Honestly, it makes my heart really happy. Usually when the kids come in to tell me about their book, you can just see the excitement on their face. It feels great to know that they're enjoying what they're reading and excited to tell me about it, which I think the kids are really getting a lot out of that too. They feel like they're being seen. It's been a really good thing.
One of my mentor librarians when I first started out said to me, reading is social. And it took me a while to wrap my head around that because I was an avid reader and I always felt like when I'm reading, I am by myself. But what I've learned since then is reading is social in I can talk to people and get recommendations. So if you and I are friends and we like the same kind of music and we like the same kind of shows, chances are we're gonna like the same kind of books. So I would encourage kids and parents to talk to each other, find out what other people are reading, and that can guide them to their next favorite book.
One of the things we just always told parents, how do we get these kids to want to learn? And should we teach them the ABCs and get them to write things down? It's like, no, just read to them. If they'll listen, read as long as they'll listen.
You give kids a good basis, a good start, give them the tools that they need, they're going to fly. But you have to put the energy in now. You can't wait, and you have to give them the self-esteem, leadership, making them feel like they have a role, they have a place, giving them that empowerment.
Every child can become a reader. Every child can learn to love books. There are so many ways to read. We think of reading as a traditional book, but we have audiobooks for students. I can work with the state library and get books in Braille. I can get books that help every child read, regardless of their skill. Knowledge, information, stories are for everybody.